Okay folks, welcome to Half-Life 2. Yes, something very, very different. We're going back in time. This is going to be the first of a whole series. I've got quite a lot lined up for this one called Retro Play. I've been threatening it for a while and we're actually now going to do it. Half-Life 2, it's actually quite scary sitting here calling Half-Life 2 a retro game, but it's 2004. So we're now in 2018, so it's 14 years old. Let's not beat about the bush. It is an old game, and it's quite scary when you sit down and think about it, because I started to play it with the orange box, and that's how I got into PC gaming. Before that, I'd just been consoles, and I hadn't been playing games for a few years before Half-Life 2 came along. So it kind of got me back into gaming. It kind of got me into PC gaming. It was how I came by Portal as well. So there's an awful lot of nostalgia for me here with Half-Life 2. So what we're going to do a complete playthrough. Excuse me, I've got a bit of a sniffle. We're going to do a complete playthrough. We're going to be going all the way through. We're going to be doing it episodically. There's chapters in the game, so what I'm going to do, we're going to break it down into the chapters. We're going to start with a couple of the chapters right at the beginning, sort of introduction part of the game. We're going to do that in today's video, and then we're going to break it down and do the chapters as we move forward. There's also going to be two versions of this on the channel. We're actually going to do one with and one without commentary. So this little bit's going to be on both of them. If you've chosen the one with commentary, you'll keep hearing me the whole way through. If you've chosen the one without commentary, I will be going away very, very shortly when we load into the game. So never fear if you did choose the one that says without commentary. I will be going away very shortly, so bye! Okay, so those of you who are still with me on the commentary version, let's get going. So, into a new game. And we're going to do Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 today. We're going to go as far as starting Root Canal. So Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 we're going to do together in Retro Play. And I'll explain how Retro Play is going to work as we go along. So right now then, let's get ourselves going.
Rise and shine, Mr. Freeman. Rise and shine. Not that I wish to imply you have been sleeping on the job. No one is more deserving of a rest, and all the effort in the world would have gone to waste until... well, let's just say your hour has come again. The right man in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world. So wake up, Mr. Freeman. Wake up and smell the ashes.
The mysterious G-Man. Okay, so we are making our entrance into the game. It's going to be a little awkward for me playing this because I've realised how loud I've got the game audio in my headphones. It's deafening me, so I've had to take them out. So I'm playing silently, so this is going to be interesting. Okay, so let's have a chat to these folks.
I didn't see you get on.
So, mysterious train journey.
No matter how many times I've been relocated, I never get used to it.
Into a mysterious world.
Well, end of the line.
This is kind of how I got into it, because I first downloaded the demo, and this was the demo for Half-Life 2, this section.
You have chosen, or been chosen, to relocate to one of our finest remaining urban centers. I thought so much of
right.
that I elected to establish my administration here, in the citadel so thoughtfully provided by our benefactors. I've been proud to call City 17 my home. And so, whether you are here to stay or passing...
Let me listen to the man.
Welcome to City 17. It's safer here.
So there's the propaganda introduction by our glorious leader. What have we got over there?
But this stuff, it's all I have left. All right, I'm moving. Jeez.
So... we are not in a good place. We are not in a good world. Everything is a bit dystopian.
Welcome. Welcome to City 17. You have chosen or...
Okay, so let's have a chat to these people.
Don't drink the water. They put something in it to make you forget. I don't even remember how I got here.
So it's an interesting start to the game because it doesn't directly follow on from Half-Life. And
They never leave. You never see them go.
it's the world of Half-Life several years later.
I see they took your suitcase too. They can't get away with this much longer.
And everything is very dystopian, everything is very much prison-like.
To City 17.
I'm working up the nerve to go on. Dr. Breen again? I was hoping I'd seen the last of him in City 14. I wouldn't say that too loud. This is his base of operations.
So it's all a bit mysterious, it's all a bit confused, we don't really know what's going on.
Wait a minute. Where are you taking me? Me?
Welcome. Welcome to City 17. You have chosen or been chosen to relocate to one of our...
Okay, so we're not going that way.
centers. I thought so much of City 17 that I elected to establish my administration here.
Okay, we'll go this way then.
Citadel so thoughtfully provided by our...
I'm not going to do a full talking all the way
Must be
through
a
commentary
mistake.
in this.
I got a standard relocation coupon just like everybody else.
There's a lot of dialogue in the game, so I don't want to talk over it.
I'm gonna need me some privacy for this.
About that beer I owed you. It's me, Gordon, Barney from Black Mesa. Hey, sorry for the scare. I had to put on a show for the cameras. I've been working undercover with civil protection. I can't take too long or they'll get suspicious. I'm way behind on my beating quota.
Yes, Barney, what is it? I'm in the middle of a critical test.
Sorry, Doc, but look who's here.
Great Scott! Gordon Freeman! I expected more warning.
Yeah, you and me both, Doc. He was about to board the express to Nova Prospect.
Well, Barney, what do you intend?
I'm thinking.
Alex is around here, somewhere. She would have a better idea how to get him here.
Oh, as long as he stays away from checkpoints, we should be okay. Listen, I gotta go, Doc. We're taking enough chances as it is.
Very well. And, Gordon, good to see you.
Okay, Gordon. You're gonna have to make your own way to Dr. Kleiner's lab. Oh, man, that's what I was afraid of. Get in here, Gordon, before you blow my cover. Pile up some stuff to get through that window and keep going till you're in the plaza. I'll meet up with you later.
Okay, so we have discovered Barney. Barney was the generic name for the security guard in Half-Life. They turned him into a full character in Half-Life 2. So let's stack up. Actually, you don't need both. I always do that. I always get both. You don't need both. Let's jump through the window. Guaranteed to land on that box. And there's lots of things in this little yard here. We can't really go anywhere other than out through that door, but we can interact with objects. We can pick them up. We can throw them away. We can do little bits and pieces. So let's head through this door. This is one of the annoying things about Half-Life 2, though. Because it's an older game, there's an awful lot of these loading points. And they're not very subtle like they are in newer open-world games. So that's just going to be an annoyance the whole way through this. And of course, one thing about Half-Life, most of the games I play, they are open world. Half-Life 2 is fairly linear. The levels are fairly linear. It's more about overcoming challenges.
Why has the
Okay.
seen fit to suppress our
You want me to put it in here? In there? In there? No, I don't think so. Ow! I wasn't fast enough. I got an achievement for that, though. Oh, he's still chasing after me. Run away! Run away! Run away! I can't sprint at the moment. Run away! Run away! Run away! Yeah, I'm not going to comply. You'll probably figure that one out the whole way through. So, Dr. Breen is there sprouting his propaganda. We've got this really cool plaza here. We are in Eastern Europe. That is where City 17 is located, as you'll probably figure out. It's based on Eastern Europe, and it's kind of cool, actually. We've got the great big citadel there. That's the big reveal of the Combine headquarters. if we head through there. So let's make our way down the only way we can go. If you try and go the other ways, there's checkpoints there. As you can see, we want to avoid those, so we need to go this way. It's the only way where we can avoid a checkpoint. Something going on in there. Doesn't want us to have a look. Another checkpoint down there, so we can't keep going that way. So we're going to have to go the only other way we can, which is up this ladder and over the fence. Avoiding the checkpoints. Into a housing area.
This is how it always starts. First the building, then the whole block. They have no reason to come to our place. Don't worry, they'll find one.
So you can gather with Half-Life 2, it's a totalitarian state. Everything's controlled by the Combine. The Combine, of course, the invaders from another world that came through at the end of Half-Life. So that's how it all links together. Another loading screen here. I'm going to keep talking over these loading screens because they don't take very long to load. Okay, so we can have a look through this way. Not very much out here, nothing in there. Have a look out onto the street, but we can't really see a great deal. So we'll head up. Whenever you see one of these, it's a lock, you can't get through it.
Oh, I thought you were a cop.
He's one of us.
Look at him down there.
I told you they'd be coming for us next.
Just this once, I hope you're wrong.
Not good. Alarms going off. Make our way out. Okay, we can now come down the corridor. Oh, we can't get in there.
I can't take it anymore.
Let's, can't go down that way. Let's go up this way. Can we continue going up? No, we can't, so we're going to have to go this way. Okay, so we've got the civil protection are coming in here. They're beating everybody up as they go. We need to avoid them. Oh, not good. Keep moving.
Get in here, quick! Keep moving, head for the roof!
Okay, so we're going up, we're heading for the roof. It's all action-packed start. Obviously you can tell I know where I'm going. Okay, so we're going to run, we're going to keep moving, we don't want to stop. Because they're shooting at us. Ow! The very first time I did this in the full game, not the demo, I fell off this roof. And landed on the floor underneath, so I'll be reasonably careful. So yeah, you can tell we are in post-apocalyptic in many ways world that's been taken over by alien forces, and we are going to join the resistance and we're going to fight back. Let's get in through this window. Ow! Get in through this window. We can't go through that door. You can tell it doesn't have a 3D handle on it, so we can't get through there. So we're going to have to go down this way. Not good. Not good. Ow. Ow.
No, you don't.
Dr. Freeman, I presume.
I better hurry.
The Combine can be slow to wake, but once they're up, you don't want to get in their way.
She took them out all by herself, and somehow dragged us into this section. Anyway.
I don't think it occurred to him that you might not have a map.
So this is Alex. She's the kind of lead NPC, if you like, in the game.
Vance. My father worked with you back in Black Mesa. I'm sure you don't remember me, though. Man, a few words, aren't you?
They always play on the fact that the character doesn't speak.
Remember him from Black Mesa? Your old administrator. Don't get my dad started on Dr. Breen. Through here.
Okay, so this is the end of chapter 1, point insertion, and we're now moving into chapter 2, which is Red Letter Day.
Showing up on this day in particular.
A lot of security going on.
People escape the city on foot. It's a dangerous route to my father's lab through the old canals. Today, we're finally on the verge of having a better way.
So we've come
Here,
through
let me buy you a drink.
a lot of hidden doorways and hidden access panels to find our way.
Oh, and by the way, nice to finally meet you.
Into Dr. Kleiner's lab. Dr. Kleiner is one of the doctors from the original game. Made a brief cameo appearance along with
Lamar, come out of there.
Alex's father.
Everything all right, Dr. Kleiner?
Oh, hello, Alex. Well, almost all right. Lamar has gotten out of her crate again. If I didn't know better, I'd suspect Barney of trapping and... My goodness. Gordon Freeman. It really is you, isn't it?
I found him wandering around outside. Bit of a troublemaker, isn't he?
We owe a great deal to Dr. Freeman, even if trouble does tend to follow in his wake. I must say, Gordon, you come at a very opportune time. Alex has just installed the final piece for our resurrected teleport.
I can't take any credit for the breakthrough, Doctor.
Nonsense. Your talents surpass your loveliness.
Let's just see if this thing works, okay?
Well, is he here? There you are. Man, Gordon, you stirred up the hive. We can't keep him here long, Doc. It'll jeopardize everything we've worked for.
Don't
G-Man.
worry, he's coming with me.
That's right, Barney. This is a red letter day. We'll inaugurate the new teleport with a double transmission.
You mean it's working? For real this time? Because I still have nightmares about that cat.
No, there's nothing to be nervous about.
cat?
We've made major strides since then. Major strides.
What cat?
Doc, since he's not taking the streets, you might as well get him out of his civvies.
What? Oh dear, you're right. I almost forgot. Barney, I'll give you the honor.
I've got to get back on my shift, but okay.
I love this, by the way. The endless printer into the recycling bin.
Here we go. Ah! Damn it, get it off me!
Lamar, there you
I
are.
thought you got rid of that pest.
Certainly not. Never fear, Gordon. She's debeaked and completely
So
harmless.
of course this is a
The
head
worst you
crab,
might do is attempt
which
to
appeared in the first
couple
game.
with your head.
Turned everyone into zombies. Dr. Kleiner, of course, has got one as a pet.
Here, my pet. Hop up. No, not up there. No. Careful, Lamar. Those are quite fragile. Oh, fie. It'll be another week before I can coax her out of there.
Yeah, longer if we're lucky.
Barney, you're not an animal person.
Well, Gordon, go ahead. Slip into your suit now.
So here is the famous HEV suit.
Well, Gordon, I see your HEV suit still fits you like a glove. At least the glove parts do. I've made a few modifications, but I'll just acquaint you with the essentials. Now, let's see. The Mark V Hazardous Environment suit has been redesigned for comfort and utility. Oh dear.
Doc, we don't have time for this. At least get that suit juiced up, Gordon.
Good idea. There's a charger on the wall. I've modified your suit to draw power from Combine energy outlets, which are plentiful wherever they patrol.
Awkward silence.
Meanwhile, let's get this show on the road.
So things are moving pretty quickly at this point. There's an awful lot of dialogue setting the scene for what's going on.
Well, come on.
Let's have a quick look at the
Everything's
picture.
waiting.
There's everybody. One scrubbed out, who we assume is going to be Dr. Breen. Let's go in. So, teleportation. This is what got us into this mess in the first place. Oh, I was standing in the doorway.
Gordon, why don't you position yourself near the panel over there and wait for my word?
Isaac, are you there?
Yes, Eli. Bit of a holdup on this end. You'll never guess who found his way into our lab this morning.
That's not who I think it is it?
Indeed it is, and it's our intention to send him packing straight away in the company of your lovely daughter.
Are you ready for us, Dad?
We're all set on this end.
Then let's do it.
Let's see. The massless field flux should self-limit, and I've clamped the manifold parameters to CY base and LT orbifold, Hilbert inclusive. Conditions could hardly be more ideal.
That's what you said last time.
Hey, yeah, about that cat.
Initializing in 3, 2, 1. Oh, fiddlesticks. What now?
Doctor, the plug.
Dear me, you're right. Gordon, would you mind plugging us in?
I shall indeed. I shall plug you in. There we go.
Excellent.
You gonna let Gordon throw the switch?
Gordon, go right ahead.
So there's a switch that we didn't need to throw before, apparently, but now we do. There we are.
Final sequence. Commencing now.
I can't look.
Okay.
Well, did it work?
See for yourself.
Hey, Doc.
Thank goodness. My relief is almost palpable.
Fantastic work, Izzy.
Well, I can't take all the credit. Dr. Freeman proved an able assistant.
Let's go ahead and bring Gordon through now.
Right you are. Speak to you again in a few moments.
Good job, Gordon. Throwing that switch and all. I can see your MIT education really pays for itself.
All right, Barney. Your turn.
Gee, thanks.
Gordon, as soon as you're in position, we'll send you to Eli's.
This is all going rather smoothly, don't you think? Because if you're familiar with Half-Life 2, you know what's going to happen next.
Initializing in 3, 2, 1. Barney, if you'd be so kind.
Good luck out there, Gordon.
Yes, indeed. We're ready to project you, Gordon. Bon voyage, and best of luck in your future endeavors.
You can tell that they really want to get us moving on very, very quickly, can't you?
What is it?
It's your freaking headhopper. No!
Well, that's gone well.
He's coming through, Dad.
What's going on, Peter?
I'm not sure. It seems to be some kind of interference.
Gordon, stay put. We'll get you out of this.
Something's drawing him away.
What's the meaning of this? Who are you? How did you get in here?
I'm getting him out of there. It will peel you apart.
Just lost Gordon. What's going on?
I'm encountering unexpected interference. Don't worry, Gordon.
There he is. Oh, we're losing it again.
The man I saw. I'm all but certain it was Gordon Freeman.
Water. Not good. Big sharp pointy teeth.
He didn't come through.
Then where is he?
Behind you. Shut it down. Shut it down.
You must get out of here. Run! Get down out of sight. I'll come by you.
Right, let's get moving then. So, we are, this is the intro to the game. It's all got off to a bit of a dramatic, rather high-paced dialogue start, but we're now going to get into the gameplay proper. What this is going to be, this is obviously retro play, as I've said. This is retro play. Normally with retro play, I'm going to be doing just one-off videos, and then we're going to move on to something else. But this one I am going to do as a series. So this is going to be a series of videos. We're going to do them, break them into chapters. So this is the end of the first section, the first 2 chapters of the game.
Hey, Gordon! The Citadel's on full alert. I've never seen it lit up like that. Get out of City 17 as fast as you can, Gordon. Take the old canals, right? They'll get you to Eli's lab. It's a dangerous route, but there's a whole network of refugees, and they'll help you if they can. I'd come with you, but I gotta look after Dr. Kleiner. Oh, and before I forget, I think you dropped this back in Black Mesa. Good luck out there, buddy. You're gonna need it.
So, we are now released. We have come through the first section of the game. We are heading out into... I'm not going to call it the wasteland, because that makes it sound like Fallout 4, but we're going to head our way into the canals. Excuse me, and we're going to make our way through. to Dr. Eli Vance's lab. That is our goal. We're going to go through Root Canal, and we are going to play through the game, and hopefully I can start doing a bit more commentary at the moment. I don't want to talk over the dialogue, so I haven't really been speaking too much, but yeah, hopefully we can get into this, we can have some fun with this and play an older game. Obviously there's a few things that are a little bit clunkier. The AI is not quite there, the animations and things are not quite as fluid as they maybe would be in a newer game, and it's very linear, it's not very open world, we can't wander off and explore things. We have a very, very defined path to follow, but it's going to be cool. First person shooter, which isn't what I normally play, so this should be pretty cool. So that's the end of the first part of Half-Life 2, so hopefully you join me again for more retro play. Remember to hit the subscribe button to keep tabs on when things are going to be coming along, and hit the notification button as well so you actually get the notifications pop up. Hit the like button on the video if you enjoyed it, and really hope you did. If you've got any questions, comments, or anything that you want to say, drop it into the comment section down below. I always try and respond as soon as I can, but do please bear with me. I have a full-time job and 5 YouTube channels that I administer for various different people, so there's an awful lot going on. But I'm going to say right now, thank you so much for watching and joining me for some retro gaming. We're going to be doing some more of this, so thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you again very soon.